everyone, welcome. I had to restart my computer because I tried booting up Star Citizen and it crashed and made my screens flicker, and I was getting a little spooked. Alright, so we're in PTU, and I recorded a Star Citizen Weekly on Thursday, and I had very different opinions. It's actually, well, I don't know. Did they fix the map? Have they fixed? No. Okay, they gotta fix this map, because that's real bad. The map's, like, extra unusable. I mean, like, it was usable before, now it's not. I mean, like, you can barely use it. Like, it zooms out, and then everything just disappears. That's one thing. Crafting. I'm trying to think, everything else besides crafting. The Star Citizen Live was good. The Star Citizen Live was good. It gave a little bit of information. And I just want to get this out of the way really quick because crafting is going to be the majority of this video. I think I like everything they've said, more or less. I don't know if we need super heavy armor. They didn't really go into too much detail about how that would work. But I'm overall kind of excited. I guess, well, I think Sean Tracy mentioned Starware. And he said that it was like, a lot of the content side was done, but a lot of the feature work was not done. Like, the content stuff got done, and then that made everybody realize that there was a little bit more feature work that needed to be done or whatever. And as a part of that, well, Luke Presley came on and said that it was 90%, like, the design part of it was 90% done or something. So I don't know what that means. There's, what, 4 new weapons that are the crossbow, a bullpup rifle. The crossbow's cool. Oh, I was about to say I can't scroll through the menu, and I still can't. Good lord. Starting to think that I don't need to reset my computer, I need to shut down my computer. Even though my understanding is that a reset is better. Anyway. Crossbow's cool, not too much to say, it would be really good. I think they want to get, like, FPS radar stuff in May, I think. But that's maybe more speculation than anything. So, it would be really good for that. Bullpup assault rifle. Actually, I don't know if it's a bullpup assault rifle, actually. We kind of have bullpups, but they, like, with, like, the Custodian and the Ravager, but they use, like, a P90 style mag, and, like, they use regular rifle animations, which just having a bullpup really means that they have the animations now, which wasn't like oh, this is going to be a headache to do. It's just, there's a lot of stuff that needs to be done to do it proper and correctly and whatever. Yeah. I think they said they were going to have a lever action. They were going to have a lever action railgun. I assume it was a railgun. I mean, it was like, oh, chat, you got it. But, like, I didn't go back and look. I just assume it has to either be a railgun or something that shoots railroad spikes. And I'm assuming it's a railgun. Which, cool. I do think it would be nice to see a handheld railgun, like, sniper rifle. And I guess this will probably be a sniper rifle, but yeah. Med gun pistol. I assume that it is a handgun, a regular-ass handgun with a medical gun underbarrel attachment type deal. But it's going to be, like, fixed. You're not going to be able to swap it out. Although now that I am thinking about it, it would be a hilarious opportunity. I have a hilarious collab in mind for Grey Cat and, for Grey Cat Industrial and, Bearing. But, yeah, it could also be something else. I'm assuming it's just, like, an attachment. It is either med gun or gun. And it's just like a real cheap, like, well, I don't know. But it could also be something else. It could be like a dart thrower or a beam medical gun of some kind that is just a medical gun. I don't know. There could be some lethal component to it or some not friendly, not healthy injections or something. I don't know. But I assume it's just a regular pistol with a med gun attachment, basically. That is my most serious assumption. Crafting. So I was genuinely infuriated because the first wave of the PTU, they add minimum quality for weapons, and I don't hate the idea of that for tier 2 weapons, or, tier 3 weapons and gear. I don't hate it for tier 1 either, actually. If it's like, out of 1,000, if it's like you need a minimum quality of 100 or something, I wouldn't hate that. Okay, I wouldn't hate that. But it does become... Actually, we're going to use the ship to take these guys out, because I don't have ammo. Because I just got into PTU here. You won, dude. Oh my god. Okay, I don't know, dude, I don't know what's going on here. Star Citizen is doing a bad. Is doing a real bad. Oh god. I'm doing a real bad as well. With parking here. Yeah, so minimum quality, I don't... So the minimum quality... Oh, and also, all of your dismantled items was at a quality of 300. I don't necessarily mind... Well, I mean, it depends. What does a quality of 300 mean? And what it meant was that dismantling items didn't make any sense to be a feature, because it was completely useless. And I don't know... Like, the real problem I have is that they didn't say exactly why that was the case. And why would you... Like... Did they want to... Oh my god, what is happening? I have a gun. I have a rifle on. No, I don't have a rifle. I put it in the fucking inventory. Shit. No, it might be... it's in my backpack. Also, the inventory is good. Oh, shoot, I don't have a... ammo for my for my med gun. Oh, fuck. This is what happens when you get too excited. Oh, God. Okay, I don't know why the game's running so... Oh, no! 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 What the fuck? I tapped the button! I tapped the trigger! And I emptied my... Where's the right? I put a rifle in here! Okay. Good. Jesus Christ. Okay, I don't know what the fuck's going on, dude. Also, like, Star Citizen crashed like 3 times trying to just boot up. I don't fucking know what's happening, man. Jesus Christ. What the fuck is this? Oh my god! Oh my god! What is happening? Dude. I restart my fucking computer. This is the only thing running aside from OBS. Oh my god. What? I'm kidding. Just crash. Just fucking crash. I did press J. Why did I press J? No, get out of the... Oh my god. Dude, I can run... I don't know what's happening. I don't know anymore. Oh my god. Aside from the game slowly breaking. Oh my god, this is so bad. This is so bad! Sorry. Performance, I think that's more of a me issue, at least right now. I really hope so. Or this patch is extremely bad. Like, dude, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, CAG sees this video, they can, they got the QR code, they can know exactly what's going on, I'm sure. I don't necessarily hate the idea of crafting with, I don't necessarily hate the idea of blueprints being, like dismantled items being low quality. I don't necessarily hate that. I'm just trying to think about it fairly and not being extremely pissed off because they did a thing and they made it so I literally couldn't do crafting at all unless I wanted to mine, and then I just don't want to do mining. It just doesn't appeal to me at all. I don't think I put my landing gear down. At this point, it's whatever. I think we got one more dude here, somewhere here. We're just gonna leave it open. What was I gonna say? Like, dude, this is insane. I don't know what the fuck is happening. This is insane. Okay, I was gonna take an inventory crate, which might be a little presumptuous that I'm gonna survive here. Oh my god. I think I only killed 4 of them, there's usually 5 outside. Crafting, oh my god, sorry. Every time it lags out, I'm gonna just, ugh. I don't hate the idea of the dismantling items being lower quality, using it and getting like negative debuffs. I mean, I think it doesn't make sense. It's probably not. I mean, yes, I think it's fine, but you also need. I don't know how wear and tear is going to combine into this. Well, because, okay, theoretically, if you're doing PvP in 1.0 era, insurance stuff, you can scavenge items off of dead players. Somebody has a high quality, max resource crafted tier 3 P4, and you dismantle it. Like, but like the wear and tear, it's like the net. If you shoot one more bullet, it's going to break. You know, that's where it's at. Should that be? This is gonna end very poorly. Just realizing. Oh my god. Like, should that... You crafted the item... The item was crafted with max quality resources. Should it be... Should you use... Should you get, like, a 1 quality? It was 999, and now you're getting 1. Is that fair? Probably not. Should that 999 quality item be performing like it was 1 quality? Yeah. Oh my god, what is happening, dude? This is insane! Oh, also, another thing with inventory, loot. Let's see if it works. Why did I think this was a good idea? Oh my god. Oh, okay, they do pop up. Cool. Oh Jesus, please tell... Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh jeez, I'm not gonna be able to do anything! What the fuck?! What is happening?! Oh Christ. What? Okay, I don't know what the hell's going on, dude. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Do I Jesus fuck, this pisses me off like a fucking load. What the fuck is happening? We're gonna get a weapon from somebody here. We're gonna try and make this work. Fuck! Okay. Crafting, oh my god, of course. Dude, the weapon's right here. Does it... I'm sorry, does it show up anywhere on the inventory? Okay, it does. Wait a minute. Also, trying to, like, double-click to equip. Not here, of course, but it... I was trying to do it, and that was what, like, caused a huge crash. What is going on? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna turn my computer off after this recording and turn it back on and see what the fuck's... what's up. Sorry. Okay, so crafting... sorry. Minimum requirements is fucking bullshit. I'm okay with it for tier 2, I'm okay with tier 3, but, like, the idea of minimum quality being 500 out of 1,000. Minimum quality. Like, that would mean that with the current implementation... Fuck! It lags out and it thinks I'm holding the trigger down. Oh my god. Just gonna have to make do here. Not sure exactly what's going on, but I'm gonna investigate. What? Oh jeez, we're getting poached. We'll see how Here we go. We'll see how well the inventory actually works here. Fuck off! Desync and item delay here would also be really nice for them to figure out at some point. But whatever. Yeah, a minimum quality of 500 for basic items is stupid, and like without any, like, it's one of these things where they can't pretend like not explaining something is okay. Because that literally means that half of the resources you use are going to be useless, or half the resources you get are going to be useless. Assuming that you have an equal chance of finding a 1 quality item as a 500 quality as 999, which is not the case. And I mean, like, yeah. So, that's a bit ridiculous. That was a ridiculous change to even think about putting in. I mean, we need minimum quality, I think, for tier 2. I do think that one of the largest concerns... Oh, and if I didn't say, the loot didn't really work. It would just not load. But you could, I hit I. I did not hit F. But you could open this and it would work, like, all the time. If maybe a little delayed. And, yeah. I do kind of want to move everything to something else. I don't think clothes give any resources, or you can't disassemble them yet. Which makes enough sense. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so I think minimum quality, I mean, I guess I'm glad that it works, but also it's a thing that, yeah, does not need to exist in this day and age. Or in this era of crafting for Star Citizen. Blueprints, I don't hate the blueprint system, it's a placeholder, but even as a, like... Even as a thing, it works pretty well. Move all has seemed like it just does not work, unfortunate amount of the time, also. But the inventory is pretty reliable as well. Or it has been pretty reliable, although there are times like this, where it just doesn't recognize the container. There's times where it won't recognize your own inventory. So it's not foolproof. But it isn't too bad. And we'll see. There's all the corpses are upstairs, which is fine. But yeah, blueprints. I don't hate the idea of how they're doing them now. I do think that in the short term, I would not count on blueprints persisting. I actually probably don't want them to be completely honest, because this system it's really easy to get more... It's really easy to get new blueprints. Like, it's just go and do a mission, and what I think it should be is, you go, you do a mission for, well, you take a crafting mission, craft X item at Y quality, you know, that kind of a thing. And... oh jeez. Sorry. Can I not? Okay. Craft X item of Y quality, and wait, where did my crate go? Oh, okay. How did I put it all the way over here? But yeah, move all doesn't really work that well, which is unfortunate, but yeah. Move all before move all did have problems, so it's not too crazy. But as you can see, this is working relatively fast. One thing I really want to do... Oh, you know what? Also, here's the thing. I I usually put, like, my tools in my legs. And yeah. This isn't gonna be a foolproof thing, but just everything in the backpack, move, and just have it default to your backpack, or have it on your backpack when you're trying to move the important stuff, because it does have each individual thing and an all button. I don't know if, well, I don't know, maybe this should be on this side, maybe it should just be on the inside of this. But yeah, also let's get super crazy here. How about that? Move a corpse over. We'll see how well this works. Oh, sometimes people are just have a black hole inside them and have the density of whatever. Yeah, let's see. Corpse. Standard container. Outfit. Why did I do that? I mean, I guess to show off that I can do it this way. Sure, definitely intentional. Ooh, it does, like, autocorrect. That's cool. Let's see. Can I move this? Come on, baby. Yeah, hell yeah. Also, other standard container? Cool. Move all you in there. And also, this is the first time I'm checking out this particular patch, or this particular, version of the patch. So, it does look like, I mean, so far, the inventory hasn't just completely broken, so that's cool. But we'll see. So it's definitely faster to loot, but it's not, like... It's still a process. Crafting. What else about crafting? I mean, you know, it is a tier 0 thing. They also said they weren't going to do tier 0s. I don't know if they have ever said any, like, oh, never mind, actually we will still do tier 0s. Oh, the QR code getting in the way here. That's annoying. Oh, there is... Okay. Oh, and it starts with all instead of... Cool. What? Oh my god. Nope. Okay, that's funny. Shit, okay. Well... Loot... Go to this... That was the wrong button. Personal inventory, we got corpse. The QR code is fucking me up. Which is like... I want to have the QR code here because of course I do, but at the same time it is fucking me up here. Cannot fit inside. Why? I'm not... There we go. I do not want to move all. It doesn't default to the thing, which I think I knew that, but I haven't played around enough with this. I do have to admit, on Thursday I was fucking, like, I'm not gonna play Star Citizen. if this is what they're going to do. Genuinely, because they just literally did not say anything about why. They just made a change, didn't explain it. There was not as much outrage as I would have liked, because like, again, like, literally dismantling it made no fucking sense to be in the game. In the previous iteration, is 100 meters the distance? I turned my thrusters off, I believe. Yeah, it's fine. Oh, you know what? And I feel like I wanted this to be like 10 minutes. I don't know why. I really don't know why I was having so many problems before. Performance problems. I mean, the things still need to get sorted out. I mean, I still feel like that might be something on my end more than anything, but yeah. So, for one thing, actually, we should probably go before dismantling. It doesn't recognize anything in my inventory, which makes sense. Quality. Yeah. Oh, I also think that. So, I mean, okay. The thing is, a lot of people recommended having some way to turn 300 quality items into 500 quality items, or, you know, upping that. So that's how real life would work. That's how real life would work. But, like, the system is not supposed to be realistic. I mean, purity is not some magical thing. Purity, like, if you have a 500 quality, I mean, theoretically, if you have a 500 quality 1 SCU box of iron, then half of that is actually iron and half of that is impurities. So, you know, I mean, so if they wanted to do it like that, they could, but, I don't know. I don't think that would be a terrible thing necessarily, but, you know, they could also, I don't know. I would love to see more alloys. It looks like, you know, we're using just raw resources at the moment anyway. When Refinery comes out, we'll see. But, yeah. So, yeah, I don't hate... Sorry, I was gonna say a thing and I got distracted. The way you should get blueprints is you do a crafting mission to make X item for Y quality. Sorry, I'm really got distracted there. And now I will get distracted again. No, yeah, and, like, the earlier missions give you give you some blueprints, some basic blueprints, and that's, like, for the Crafters Guild or the Industrial Guild or whatever. Actually, I do want to see if it can dismantle items from a container. I don't think it can. Which is a bit funny, but yeah. It didn't before, and I don't know about now. Oh, butter my biscuits. Okay, so let's craft these. Let's dismantle these. Ooh, and ammo that I don't need. Local inventory, switch all to machine grid. Let's dismantle, and away we go. It'll take like 30 seconds. But yeah, basic recipes you get the blueprints for, and then more complicated stuff you have to buy from like the guild store, or I think faction store. So like, let's say the P8 SC or the P8 AR is like the civilian version of the P8. Why did that automatically close? Why? Oh, I see. Okay. This is going to be an inventory nightmare. I do kind of want to live out of my ship, but in 4 in 4.7, but we'll see how well that goes. I mean, like, why the hell not? I'll try it, but I do think that, like, yeah, so with the Industrial Guild going down like a weapons branch or something, I would say, yeah, you should be able to craft oh shit. I can just put that in my backpack? That's cool. Kinda, I would like to be able to pick this up, but I don't know what all would be involved with that process. If I just, like, place this down off of the grid, does it work? No, I didn't even look at it. Yep, I can. That's weird. But that's what I thought was the case. I think there's probably, yeah. Yeah. There's some setup here that would make this better, but oh well. And also it automatically did it so it could deposit when it had more space to put more rocks on. By the way, are these the same? No, they're the same thing. They're the same icon, but not the same thing. Well, I mean, let's just be real. Let's just craft a E4. Let's just craft an S38. I do need to get the box of stuff. Would help. But yeah, if you want to have like the military P8, sorry, I'm bad. If you want to have the military P8, then you gotta go and interact with. You gotta go do missions specifically for bearing, and they'll give you like some better stuff specifically from bearing. That's what I want. I don't know if that's the case. It sounded like, you know, oh, you can work for this particular faction, but it's not always going to be like super beneficial to do so. I don't know. I guess I overloaded it with how many things, and now it's like, oh my god. And I assume when it's like finished with everything, then it'll pop out. Yep. Which actually, really fast. Well, okay, when it fills the grid. Oh, you know, maybe it can't fill it because... Oh my god. Sorry, I have the dumbest smile on my face right now. Yeah, I do want there to be faction, like faction-related things and faction shops, so that it's like you can get 90% of the stuff if you just do, like, if you work with just the guild, but if you work with a faction, they have some specific rewards for you. Which, are they going to be, like, the best? Are they going to be the best? Probably not, like, well, it's I mean, you also need to be able to loot stuff, but I would love, if I'm interested in only working for Blackjack, or only working for Bearing, then I shouldn't be, like, super incentivized necessarily to do that, but I feel like there should be some reward or some reason to do that. I just want to craft one thing, but I know I'm, like, dismantling everything and I don't need to. But I'm just also getting used to the whole flow. You can't shift click, which is probably sensible. God, it is kind of crazy though, right? It's like how far we've come. Okay. So, I need iron. Oh. Do I not... Wait, how do I not have any? I've dismantled a few weapons, right? There we go. Face sight. I don't have the I don't have the space for it, okay. Oh shit, where is it? It would be really nice. Do have to remember that I can just drop items. And I can just open the inventory. Face sight, I want to say aluminum. Shit, I guess let me look. I think I have enough to make some armor. In all fairness. Orlite and Astro. Okay, if I wanted to... That's not the right button. Tungsten... Okay, I don't have Stellaron, I don't have that. And I can understand, okay, it's like... This is like some super duper cool armor. I don't like this though, no. I don't like 500 being the minimum. Like, again... For some things, I can understand, but... For tier 2, I can understand that. For tier 1, nah, that's stupid. Okay, did I really not get any weapons that would have given me aluminum? That doesn't seem right. Oh, also... Just thinking, right? So that's... One SCU. Oh, come on, dude. We have... That's the one SCU, and then I'm looking at... Move all, ain't gonna work. Oh, there's a bazillion things in here. It would be really nice if this worked a little better. I'm sure I have to have gotten some aluminum from something. This is probably the silliest way for me to take up more time I'll get more used to this. I swear. Guess we do have a little search bar. I do not have aluminum. That is... I don't want to say concerning. Wait, did I just drop that? For one thing, let's take this RDS off. Ever hear anybody call a red dot site an RDS? Just recognizing that sounds kind of weird. Somebody said that, oh hey, like this grid should be a inventory. Probably should. I can agree with that. But you know, it is what it is. Or I should be able to like interact with it in a way. Yeah, do we have any... What other weapons do we... Oh. Okay. But yeah. I am super excited for this. Torite. Oh my god. These cheap-ass bastards using torite instead of aluminum. I have no idea what what torite is supposed to be. Well, I'm guessing that torite is just going to be the material that that Castak uses. Nope. Hang on. That's not attached to the grid, unfortunately. Go. Which means the fastest way to do this. Maybe not the fastest way. I really wish they would also make this a little bit more user-friendly, but oh well. Also stack these on top of each other, dude. Alright, please tell me. Aluminum? Oh, they're energy weapons. Why they don't have iron. Which is okay. But a little silly. I mean, also you can pretty clearly tell that the intention is going to be that, you know, you have, the intention is definitely going to be that you have, you can use different materials just from how the UI is set up. So like if you want to use, if you want to use aluminum, maybe you can use aluminum or torite, and there's going to be benefits and disadvantages from it. And I'm not even thinking from a mechanical gameplay standpoint, but I think it's just cool in the sense of like, oh, you could have... yeah, you can do that, and you can have, like... Well, maybe... Wait, why does nothing have aluminum? That's... unfortunate. Jesus. Okay, well, I guess we'll craft some arms, then. Good God. Oh, I don't know. I'll go through this and see, but yeah. Oh, jeez. It's already going to be a headache and a half, isn't it? But yeah, I am genuinely looking forward to 4.7. Living out of my ship, using just using it as my mobile crafting station. I don't know. I really don't want to give CIG any more money, but I also do wonder. I think ship combat. I fucking hate ship combat in 4.6, and I think they made it slightly better here. I know like armor is a big thing, and I know it's like not exactly what everybody hoped, or it was, and then they made it a little too easy or whatever, and like I don't think I'm gonna. Space combat has never been a big thing of mine. I'm keeping my Reliant. I might not keep my Wolf. I want to keep the Wolf. I want to like space combat, but there's some quirks that need to be worked out, and I feel like it's just not the time. Just not the time to get into space combat. And I know there's some crafting blueprints that I probably really want that are locked behind space combat. We'll see how that goes. But yeah. Oh, and again, I can understand everyone being pissed about like losing blueprints every patch. I hope that doesn't happen, but there is going to be a wipe. This is a placeholder system for blueprints. They shouldn't get wiped per patch, I don't think, but they will be wiped when they add guilds and Reputation 2.0 and probably a bunch of other things, so that's something to consider. Yeah. Not too much else to say. I stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/Railu with an underscore. At the end, that's RAILU with an underscore. Yeah. 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Until then, good day, great day even. Cheskies.